everyone, welcome back to class. You're watching Anime Academy Summer School. This semester, we're going to be talking about the studios that bring your favorite anime to life. I'm Victoria Holden, and today's class is on Studio White Fox. Many popular anime studios have either been around for a long time or are very active when it comes to outputting content. There are hundreds of companies in this field after all, so it takes noteworthy efforts to worm your way into the heart of a fandom. But here we have a studio with only a dozen full projects of their own that is already amongst the favorites of many fans. Since White Fox are celebrating their 10th anniversary this year, there's no better time to learn a bit about them. To get the full picture of Studio White Fox, we have to go back 2 decades rather than just one. It was in 1995 when Gaku Iwasa joined Studio OLM straight out of the Yoyogi Animation Academy. His name is one you might want to keep in mind because everything about White Fox revolves around him. Iwasa was so trustworthy that he kept on climbing the ranks. First, a production assistant in charge of individual episodes, then a promotion to production desk supervising full TV series, and ultimately even becoming an animation producer with much more responsibility. And beyond that, he got to lead a team of his own within the studio. That's quite the big deal since OLM is a big company, known first and foremost as the creators of the Pokemon anime, which he contributed to, of course. This subunit by the name of OLM Team Iwasa started off by producing kids shows like the studio as a whole, beginning with the wonderful Custom anime in 2001. But as their goal gradually shifted to more adult-oriented titles, they would help other studios for projects like Shuffle, and also produce their own adaptations like Utawareru Mono in 2006. That project in particular armed Iwasa with the conviction that he wanted to bring carefully made anime of his own into the world, and so he founded White Fox the very next year in April 2007. Though I must say his relationship with OLM was so good that Team Iwasa actually stayed operative until the end of that year just to help them out a bit. And maybe that's the true charm of Iwasa and his White Fox studio. They build solid, long-lasting relationships and prove themselves to always be reliable. That has an effect on many levels. First, the creators themselves. At the core of the studio, there is the same crew from back in the OLM days. Even people who aren't technically employees, like Fate Zero's character designer Atsushi Ikariya, very regularly appear to do important work at White Fox due to old friendships. Production companies are also attracted to their reliability, so we see unusually strong bonds being built. The studio's first series was Tears of Tierra in 2009, an adaptation of a game published by the same company that put out Utawareru Mono, and thus linked to Iwasa and his team. Then, almost a decade later, they still chose them amongst the many possibilities to produce Utawareru Mono, The False Faces, with some returning staff. And of course, there's the fandom's feeling too. While it's massive hits like Steins Gate and ReZero that made people notice the studio, what actually made fans fall in love with them is the knowledge that titles attached to White Fox will most likely be competent. Perhaps it won't be the most incredible piece of animation you've ever seen, but everyone has come to believe that White Fox projects are worth paying attention to. If we look at the future rather than the past, it feels like White Fox will only become more reliable as time goes on. You might not be aware of this, but the anime industry has problems when it comes to training newbies. Everyone is so busy getting the job done that even though all studios try to cultivate talent, very few of them have thorough enough training systems. Iwasa challenged those issues by creating White Fox Izukogen, a small studio in the countryside with the sole objective of tutoring new animators. It currently hosts just over 20 people, including the 3 experienced White Fox animators who manage the initiative and instruct the newcomers. Little by little, this studio, which feels a lot like a family, is growing alongside these young animators. They were first credited for drawing In-Betweens on episode 9 of ReZero, and ever since, they've been contributing to every White Fox project, as well as assisting other studios a bit. A handful of the animators who joined as the first batch of students have recently been promoted to key animation trainees, and they plan to start doing cleanup work very soon. Perhaps in a year, we'll be seeing entire episodes made by this crew of youngsters trained at White Fox, who are inheriting Gaku Iwasa's wish to bring us polished, pleasant work. What's your favorite White Fox production? Let us know in the comment section below, or tweet your answers to us at Crunchyroll with the hashtag Anime Academy. And let us know what studio you'd be interested in learning about next. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an episode of Anime Academy. Thank you so much for watching, and share this video to help spread the anime love.